Hello.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to another Date Night Dinners. Tonight we have in store for you stuffed poblano peppers. They're awesome. They're kind of easy. A few step processes. You could take some shortcuts, but let's get started. First thing we're going to start is the filling. So let's get rolling. All right. So we got a pan here, and it's getting pretty darn hot. So I'm going to just drizzle in about a tablespoon, about a 3 count of oil, olive oil. And we're going to start these onions going because they always take the longest. That is plenty hot. That was half a cup
That's right.
of onions, minus a couple. There we go. So let's get that rolling. So that's going to sweat down a little bit and get going first because that always takes the longest. The next ingredient we have that's going to be staged up is garlic. I always wait until the onions get a little bit of a head start because I hate burnt garlic. It tastes gross.
And it was 4 cloves of garlic.
Yep, 4 cloves of garlic. You keep me honest on this one.
I am. And what's great about this recipe is they're not fried stuffed poblano peppers, and it's not like filled with a bunch of cheese, so they're a lot lighter and healthier.
Yeah, as much as I love a chili Rolano.
Oh, those are good from time to time too, believe it or
they're
not.
so good. We've made them in the past, and you got to separate the egg whites, you got to fluff them, there's this folding.
I'll be honest though, those are one of the ones that you get out of the good Mexican restaurant because that one's a lot more work too.
Yeah.
So let somebody else who knows what they're doing, do all that work of frying it, getting the oil hot, stuffing it with all those cheeses. And then when you're home, you do this version. It's a lot easier, lighter, healthier.
Yeah, this one actually comes out of it's kind of, we take recipes, but then we kind of modify them to ourselves. But there's a Skinny Taste cookbook. So this is kind of a low fat, not too many carbs to eat with 17 grams of carbs.
I think by the time the dietary fiber about that,
yeah. So this is not a bad meal at all. Now, chili Rolano that's deep fried at Mexican, that's a special treat. I would not eat that every
I don't want to know
day.
what the fat is in that because, yeah, when I do eat it, I don't want to.
Our Mexican restaurant that we go to a lot is Puerto Vallarta, and they're just not. Yeah, they are the best Rolanos, and they are not afraid to use lard.
I didn't need to know that either.
Yeah. This burner, this outdoor cooking is amazing. This burner is a rocket engine. It's unbelievable. I have it on kind of medium low, and it's going quick. It's breaking it down really good, browning them nicely. It's pretty cool. What a beautiful night. We've had rain and cold. Our pool is not.
I don't want to talk about it.
We've probably been in the pool in a month.
Since Levi finished.
Since Levi finished swim lessons, yeah.
And that was torture at the end too.
Yeah, because they were swimming in what, 76, 78 degree weather.
Oh, the weather outside, was
yeah.
And the pool was about 82, I think.
Yeah,
the last
it was cold,
but it wasn't warm outside, so
it did peak to 88, and then it's gone down to 86. I haven't checked it today, but man, it's just not warm in Connecticut this year. You normally August, it's brutal. So, while these are cooking off, because we've got another few more minutes on this, even though I jacked it up, if you haven't noticed, we've got some merchandise now. So, we went out and we made these shirts on Custom Ink, I think it is. And so we have some Date Night Dinner shirts, so we're like official now. So now we have a uniform, which is kind of cool.
And now it's a job.
Now it's a job. Not a bad job.
I
And it doesn't pay very well either.
No. But I get to eat and drink and test drinks and food.
So those onions are coming along nicely. They're kind of brown and translucent. So now it is time for the garlic. So again, 4 cloves of garlic in there. And once I do the garlic, I give them like 30 seconds. That's about it. I don't want them to get too brown. I'm gonna throw a little bit more olive oil in there.
I'm looking
a little dry. Yep. You know, if you can't flip the ingredients, it's starting to get dry. We're gonna throw in cilantro. Now, I like cilantro. She's not like big into lots of it.
No, when I start to taste the Irish Spring flavor, that's too much.
It does taste a little bit like soap. However, there is a food truck in Wallingford that we got. Was it a quesadilla, taco? I forget what it was.
It was a steak taco.
Covered with cilantro.
And it was good.
It was amazing. We thought we were going to be tasting soap the whole time.
But I have to say, my father-in-law agrees with me. The first time he planted and tasted, he said, "What the heck was?" Not quite
Yeah,
that word,
my
but what
dad-
the heck was that?
Yeah, my
It
dad
tastes
was-
like soap. I'm like,
what is
yes,
it?"
see, it tastes like soap.
It does have a soapy flavor, but I kind of like it. Brightens up the Mexican dishes.
Again, it's right. You know.
These
like
are
everything.
looking real good. I think it's time to get the beans in
And the spices.
and the spices. So right now we're gonna get in just white beans, high in fiber.
Small white
so
beans.
good, little white beans. It's about a cup of white beans.
That may be a heavy cup, but I like the little beans.
Yeah, we love these beans. We've actually gone to making our own refries because you just take a can of beans, don't drain them. It's kind of crazy, and you let them go in the pan, and you just mush them down, just like you're making mashed potatoes.
That might be. The spices, don't forget the
Yeah, I'm gonna get these guys going first. Okay, so now come the spices. So we have a half a teaspoon of cumin, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and about a quarter teaspoon or a heavy pinch of salt. That is looking good. So this is I can already see it starting to can dry up. It starts to need a little more liquid. So we have some chicken stock. Again, go to a can, go whatever you want. But when we made the chicken, we captured some of the stock. And there's no amount here. It's by how wet it looks. I want it a little bit wetter.
You want to put it in there and let it evaporate a little bit.
That's about a half a cup if I had to guess. That pan is wicked hot.
Yes,
so.
it is. Mommy screaming.
What's that? So you really want to get those beans really tender, really hot. It makes it easier to mash. A little more heat in there. Already, it's looking great. I love beans.
We're not going to completely mash them. It's just light mash.
Yeah, you're just breaking them down a little bit. So again, the chicken, honestly, you can go to the store, buy a rotisserie chicken if you want. You buy it pre-cooked, whatever makes it easier for you to accomplish this. We went and bought some chicken and we Instant Potted it.
Instant Pot.
Instant Pot. I keep calling it Instant Pot. We Instant Potted. If you followed our other recipe before with the Instant Pot and the salsa, you can use that as
Even
well.
if you have leftovers, you could do this.
Yeah,
after.
it's perfect leftover meal. Yep. So I would say those are pretty hot with it, given all the steam that's coming off. It's probably ready to be mashed. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit because this is plastic. And I'm just gonna get in here and give it a quick mash.
See that?
What happened?
Bunches.
See it flew through?
There's a flying fire.
Very gross. Yep. We're not making refrieds. I want to see some beans in there. Cool. So I think we're ready for the chicken. Keep standing back.
Every now and then see food fly.
I'm a dangerous cook. All right. So you think we're ready for this? All right, let's do it. And that's again.
A little more liquid.
Yeah, about a cup of chicken. I go in a little heavy on the chicken because we have a lot of it. So as Cindy was saying, she recognized real quick that it needs a little more liquid. Go with another half a cup. Here's my spatula. Breaking it down. Oh, it's not
Go back again.
I am going to need a spatula.
A true spatula. All right, I'll be
real
back.
spatula. Because right now I want to fold these guys together, and I didn't bring out a spatula. So Cindy's running into the house right now to grab a spatula. This is real cooking, right? There's still some liquid in there. Thank you. So we're gonna fold this in, kind of mix them up, get everybody together having a party. So again, I'm gonna show the camera. That is looking really good. I'll show you. You're gonna get to really experience
that
this.
smells really good.
It does smell really good. Yeah, this is pretty much done. So because chicken was pre-cooked, I'm just warming it up, making sure it's staying nice and moist. Don't want to over dry it. There's another phase to this. So the next thing that we're gonna do, all the way down below. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stuff the poblano chickens. Thank you.
Poblano peppers.
That's poblano peppers. Thank you. I've never heard of a poblano chicken.
Never know.
I would try it. That's right. So we're gonna stuff the poblano peppers. So what we did is we roasted them beforehand because that's just an easy technique. Throw them on the grill, let them kind of char up, throw them in a bag, shut the bag for like 15 minutes. As it cools off, the skin will separate. Peel off the skin and you're in.
As best you can, too. You know, if there's little pieces left, you don't have to fight every little.
Yeah, don't go crazy because it kind of shows that it's homemade when you have a little piece of skin on there and stuff. So I would say that is done. I don't want that to go anywhere. So we're turning this off. And we're going to let this cool. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to stuff them off camera and show you the results of the poblano peppers. I keep wanting to call them Rolanos. But the poblano peppers stuff. It's sort of a Rolano, except it's not deep fried. So there's no gill.
Right.
So yeah. So let me show you what this looks like in just a bit. Okay, so we've taken the filling and we stuffed the roasted peppers, the charred peppers that we made earlier, and we put them in this pan, and we put down some enchilada sauce. Now you could easily buy store-bought enchilada sauce. Cindy happens to make the most dynamite enchilada sauce I've ever had. It's amazing. She just made it for the first time yesterday.
I had to write it down right away because then I don't remember what I did later and I can't.
Yeah,
I wrote it down this time.
We come up with these things and like, oh my god, that was awesome. What'd you do? I don't remember. I just kind of put it together. This one's got some kick, so it's going to have some spice. And we topped it with a reduced fat cheese. Again, trying to keep it a healthy option.
Trader Joe's fat cheese.
I love that stuff.
Really
I love that
pre-shredded, easy.
Easy to pull out of the bag.
You could do so much of this. It gets pre-cooked chicken, enchilada sauce out of a can or bottle. Trader Joe's has a great enchilada sauce.
That's a really good enchilada sauce.
It is a good enchilada sauce.
Yeah. So I have my grill set up as an oven. I have the burners on the left and on the right on, and I don't have any burners going on in the middle. So we're going to set this off. Now, the book said to go for 20 minutes. I've never seen this go for 20 minutes. Look at it in like 5 or 10 minutes because that's a pretty hot grill. And this is cast iron, so it's gonna continue to hold a lot of heat in there. So let's get this going.
And can I tell them what's next?
Yes, please tell them what's next.
Cocktail.
Cocktail time. We love our cocktails. They're so much fun. There's so much fun trying and experimenting.
Oh yeah, we've tried a few good ones. I don't know, we're gonna fit them all in.
We have a lot. We have a book of them. Every time we try one, and we kind of make it our own a little bit sometimes. Sometimes we stick with the total classics.
Yeah, like the daiquiri.
The daiquiri is just
sour.
Yeah, we don't veer from
the classics are classics for a reason.
Yeah, a lot of these have gone 100 years, and as we were looking at some of the old fashions. Yeah, they've stood the test of time for a reason. So we're going to come back, and we're going to come back with mojitos for this, which I think will pair very nicely with this. Let's get started. Let's get home. Cool. One of our favorite parts, cocktail time. So let's get this mojito started. It's super simple. It's pretty easy to do. First thing you're gonna do is start with about 6 mint leaves. We grow those over here in our garden. What you have to do, and this is traditional, so I don't why vary from tradition, is you gotta spank your mint there. So
Yeah, because you know, Tony, it's not gonna spank itself.
it's not gonna spank
As we go
itself.
away.
Exactly. That's awesome. So we put those in there. Of course, we want 2 of these because I want one as well. Until she steals
I
it.
have 2 hands.
Exactly. So let's spank that. It actually works. It actually makes the
Yeah,
smell
you can
come
really
out.
smell the mint.
It's kind of cool. So first thing we're gonna do is start with 2 ounces of white rum. I love Bacardi. It's kind of the standard, right? So there's 2 ounces. There's 2 ounces. All our metric friends, that's 60 milliliters.
We have my chicken.
I don't know if we have any metric friends. We have like 90. It's 90 participants or people in our group. We can't wait to get to 100. If we hit 100, we've got some cool stuff planned that we'll announce either later or today or whatever. We got some giveaways. We want to give away some of these shirts when we get to 100, and we would like to do a cozy meal with somebody. So it's actually a learning environment where you log on to Zoom, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. So let's move on to this. So this is
I'm waiting.
She is waiting, and not patiently. Sort of patiently.
For me.
So we're gonna do an ounce of lime juice. That's cool. And we're gonna do about a ½ ounce of agave. Agave is a little sweeter than simple syrup. If you're gonna do a simple syrup, you could do probably like 25 mils or just shy of a full ounce. You don't want it too sweet. You kind of want that sour to kind of shine through a little bit. If you like it sweet, then you just
Yeah, if you like it.
If you like it sweet, do it. There's a half. There's a half. So the next thing we're going to do is fill these glasses with ice. So this is one of the times where this drink is stirred and not shaken. Thank you very much.
James Bond.
Like James Bond, right? Shaken, not stirred, or stirred, not shaken.
One of those ways.
One of those ways. But the stirring's pretty aggressive. You want to actually pick the
Agave
leaves
that
up.
just dumped all
Yeah.
the bottom too.
Right. You want to pick the leaves up, the mint leaves up, and kind of squish them around and stuff. So we fill the glass up, and down she goes. Good enough.
Only me. I'm not even married this long.
Exactly. No one's in there.
No one's in there.
So we're gonna go 2 ounces of club soda. Alright, and now begins the stir. So Cindy picked me up this this bartender set. I love it. It's got every tool it needs.
He needed a muddler.
I needed a muddler.
Why not get one of everything? Because, you know, we only had one of these and it was always in the dishwasher
It's
for
always
some
in the
reason.
dishwasher. Probably because I was dropping it. So
No, because we were...
that's true. We make a few beverages. So traditional stirs, you know, you stir like this for a certain count or whatever. This stir, I come up and I grab some of the mint leaves and pull them up through. I really want that mint integrated with the drink or the beverage. We're going to continue to stir, pulling up on the mint leaves again. Really get that integrated into the beverage, into the mojito. Alright, cool. I'm going to top it a little bit more with some club soda just to make it, just to finish, just, no one likes an empty glass, right? So, cool. So, we like to have fun, so we use these silly straws. Oh, and the garnish. Thank you for keeping me honest. A little slow today. There we go. We're gonna put that. This is the top of the mint. Looks nice, right? Put the top of the mint leaves as a garnish. And
I think the orange complements that lovely.
the orange is cool.
How crispy with the mint in there.
That is cool.
That is cool.
Ready?
Well, oh,
Oh, what?
you know, as a sensory advisor, I should make sure yours is properly done.
She's more of a tester. She wants to make sure this wasn't poisoned. And look at what she does for me. I really need to
That's just a
appreciate
sip.
this.
You do, and then we can toast.
There we go. Acceptable?
Delightful.
Nice. All right.
Make me.
Shouldn't I
Make
should
sure
be
they're saying
my love and drink
sensory advisor.
Sensory advisor. She's got an official title. It's practically a union
Give it to
job. I
myself.
I can't encroach. Okay.
All right.
And
Cheers.
date night dinners.
Now you can tell me.
That is so good. It's really refreshing.
Very refreshing.
It's not overly sweet.
Nope.
I could do a few of these on a hammock somewhere. Someone else making them too, where I don't have to get up and move around. Great. Although
Someone else is spanking them in.
if someone else is spanking them in, that's pretty funny. Kind of get some enjoyment out of spanking that mint. I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, these are so easy to make that it's not like it doesn't take a long time.
And I'll be honest, for anybody who goes, well, I don't have mint. Mint is like a weed. Anybody can grow it. Plant it, and you'll have tons of it.
It keeps coming up and coming up. I pulled out one of them, and I'm like, I don't even care.
No, it'll be back.
It'll be back. So very good. I really enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go check on those poblanos.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Spider. He's big. We'll cut that part out. Alright, cool.
Cut that part out.
So, as you can see, we've pulled the poblanos. I keep wanting to say poblanos. We pulled the poblanos out of the oven, the grill, and we just topped them with some avocados. This sauce that Cindy made has some kick, so we want a little bit of cooling effect.
You do. Sour cream too would be really good in there. We just really like it.
We just love
And we
it.
have some.
Avocados are so delicious. So I'm gonna get us started. This cast iron electric set is incredibly hot. I'm gonna try not to burn myself. I'm gonna make a little bit of a mess.
That's why we're out there.
Yep. Garden hose.
Our son actually enjoys doing that. I hold it all off.
We're cleaning up. We literally, before we started, we were cleaning off our patio over there with a garden hose. It's the way to go.
They want a little bit extra sauce. Too,
I do
but I'm
too.
a little scared.
Yeah, it's got some
They
kick.
got them.
Little
If
drop.
you get the right balance, it's okay.
There we go. So, these are absolutely beautiful plates that Cindy got. I really think that one of the reasons why we started this is to give Cindy creative freedom to go out and buy these amazing plates.
The sad part about it is, other that I can use that as an excuse now. I had these from I don't even know how long ago, and it's a joke for us whenever we need something for a picnic or a party or anything, just go shop in the basement because I seem to have it down there.
It is cool. All the cutting boards we've acquired too to kind of show off the food that we're making. I love the cutting boards too as well. But I'm really hungry and I want to eat this. So enjoy another date night dinners, and we hope you try this one. It's delicious.
Okay, no, you shut off this camera because I'm going by the spider.
Yeah, there's a spider like this big
Over here, and I know if I get it and not think about it, I'm going to walk right into